So hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am having a wonderful day. It said I was live, but then I wasn't sure, but yeah, it looks like I'm actually live, so that's pretty cool. So there's lots of records back here that need to be priced. Trying to get everything ready because if you guys see back here, it is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, we've been getting in all our record store day records, which is awesome. And I hope I did the thing so that I can see all the comments. I am unsure on that one. But hopefully I did the thing so I can see all the comments and not just some of the comments. Because I hate when that happens. And they only show you some of the comments. So is everybody super excited for Record Store Day? Are you looking for anything in particular for Record Store Day? We do have Weezer the Blue album. Because I haven't been live on YouTube in a while, so I figured I'd go live on YouTube. Did you check spinaroundstore.com to see how much Gracie is? We have all the prices loaded. It'll be your first Record Store Day. Well, I hope you find lots of stuff to love. I hope you find everything that you're looking for, because there is a lot of great stuff this time. So yeah, but yeah, we tried super hard to get all the prices loaded in for Record Store Day so that everybody would be able to gauge how much money they have to bring, because you know we have a cash only register too. So then if you use the cash only register, then you get out of here a little bit quicker, which is good, because who doesn't want to, you know, get on. Yeah, Wicked's going to be super rough. It sounds like every store's only getting one or two. So it's crazy because, I mean, think about all of the record stores that exist, all the independent record stores that exist, and for them to only have 2,000 copies. So yeah, that one's going to be super duper limited. Super duper limited. Hi, how are you today? I hope you are doing wonderful. Ooh, that's a pretty purple. Only built for Cuban links. So yeah, we're all getting ready for Record Store Day. Super duper excited. I got so much stuff back here to price just to get out of my way. I saw people sharing posts that orders for Wicked got canceled for so many stores. I don't think they got canceled. You know, like you can't pre-order Record Store Day records. Like that's not possible. That's against the rules of Record Store Day. But they probably, you know, had lower quantities than everyone was expecting. Because, you know, I'm sure we all ordered a ton of them, and there's just not a ton of them to go around. Which is crazy because they decided to press 15,000 copies of RSD first. But the Wicked is an RSD exclusive, and they chose to only press, you know, the 2,000 copies. So kind of crazy. Well, then I hope you are able to find a copy of the Taylor Swift Fortnite on spinaroundstore.com. But yeah, look, we still got Coolio from Record Store Day a couple years ago. When was this one? This was an RSC drop in 2020. So yeah. Yeah, no. People, we all put in our orders and request our copies, and then it depends on how they get allocated on how many everybody ends up with. So, you know, not bad. How many total records do you... we don't even have everything yet. So I don't know how many we're going to end up with, but we ordered so many records. And come on, guys. There's like 19 people on here and 3 thumbs ups. When I do this, I'm giving you a thumbs up. So now you got to give me a thumbs up. Yeah, that's what, you know, it's just, it's crazy how they decided to do it, but that was the way they wanted to do it. So we have to go by that. But yeah, I'm super duper excited. I can't wait to see every single thing that we get for Record Store Day. Yep, so make sure you load up your wish list now on spinaroundstore.com so that when it gets to be 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because you know everything's going to disappear from all those websites, everything's going to disappear. So you have to make sure you load up your wish list now with everything that you're looking for while you can still see them and find them, you know? I just noticed that. They really did have the panties around the record. I'm super duper excited because you guys saw how awesome, how amazed I was with Brat. You saw how much I loved it. I'm going to see Charli the end of April for the third time on this tour, you know, because I saw her on the Brat tour, which only had 3 dates. I saw her on the Sweat tour, and now I'm going on the Brat Arena tour. So I am super duper excited about Guess and Number One Angel. Those were my top 2, and we ordered thousands of copies, and we ended up with hundreds. And it was the same thing with Taylor, because you know everybody was going to want Taylor. So we ordered thousands of copies, but we ended up with hundreds. And that's okay. That's fine. Your very favorite album is Britney Spears' Blackout. I think Taylor Swift is $16.98, I think, but you better check spinaroundstore.com and make sure I'm correct, because we did already load all the prices in there. And now it's like, how do I do this so that it goes where it's supposed to go? Maybe like this. That looks like it works, right? So yeah. Yes, I am apparently the record store lady, which is really funny to people that start working for me, and they'll be talking about the record store. They'll hear, you know, people at their schools or whatever talking about the record store lady, and then they start working for me, and then they're like, oh my God, you're the record store lady. I didn't realize. So yeah, it's kind of crazy being the record store lady. Number One Angel is what you're going for mainly. Well, they did press 10,000 copies of that, so hopefully you do end up with a copy. It's like, how can I do this a little bit nicer but not have it inside because it felt like it was going to do something to the record? Can we just, okay, we're going to just tuck it all the way back there. That's not bad, right? Because I'm like, I don't know what to do with this thing. So yeah, we're going to do it like that. And this opens on this side, right? No, this opens on... Which side does this open on? My gosh, they're messing with me here. I don't like this reissue. Not at all. Oh, you're a huge fan? Awesome. I love you too. What's one of the worst that I've ever heard? One that I just could not jive with, that I just could not get down with, was the John Little State songs. I know a lot of people love it. I tried super hard. We listened to it a whole lot of times, and I just could not get down with State songs. Have you heard John Little State songs? But one of the things that I think is absolutely amazing about music is how subjective it is, and how like every single artist is someone's favorite artist. You know, every artist in the entire world is someone's favorite artist, and that is just absolutely amazing, because, and that's what proves, you know, that we have free will and that we all have different tastes, is because every artist in the entire world is someone's favorite, and that's just an amazing thing, that we can all have, you know, such different views on music and such different loves for music. They did a very limited edition pressing of Hamilton on vinyl. I honestly don't know if we still have it. That's one of those things that you have to check spinaroundstore.com for, because we haven't been able to get that in a long time. We even had the highlights on vinyl for Hamilton, but it has honestly been quite a while since I've seen it. Your favorite is Miley Cyrus, and people have such strong opinions about her. I love how gravelly her voice got. Like, I wish she would re-record all of her music, do like a Miley's version type thing, but re-record all of re-record a greatest hits album with her new voice, and I think it would be absolutely fabulous. I really do. What album is always sold out because of how popular it is? It depends, you know, because we order a whole lot of copies of certain albums. So there's not anything in particular I can think of that, you know, just sold out immediately and we could never get back in. I mean, you have to admit that the Ethel Cain indie exclusive, because they made us all wait so long for Ethel Cain on vinyl, so you got to admit that one's selling super duper fast. They sold out on the pre-order, and there's pre-orders that we've had for indie exclusives that we've never seen. We ordered them, but they all got sold out with just, you know, the pre-orders going directly to customers. So some record stores never see certain records when they're indie exclusives, even because everyone's so excited about it, and they just all sell out. You know, unfortunately, I can't think of one off the top of my head, you know, but that is, I know that that's happened to us quite a few times, that we've never actually seen the record in person as an indie exclusive because they all sold out on pre-orders. So it happens. You Can't Wait for John and Yoko. Awesome. We did get copies of that one in, and we're super duper excited too. And I gotta say, I think I'm gonna have two people battling to be number one in line, and one of them is a huge John Lennon fan. So we got the red vinyl for Halford Resurrection, so that's cool. Hey Brandon, how are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day. Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, I figured I was going to price some records and try, because that's what we had so many buybacks come in lately. Like every time we clear out this section, it just fills right back up with stuff. But now we've gotten buybacks that are super duper clean, so they're just completely ready to go out on the floor with almost no work necessary, which is awesome. I do have a copy of the Dollhouse EP in my personal collection, and if you are looking for your very own copy of the Dollhouse EP, you should go to change.org and sign the petition so that hopefully we can get Atlantic Records to press more copies. Did Ava Max have another new song? I heard the last one. I can see the video in my head, but I couldn't tell you what it was called. Does she have another new song for this third album? Do we know what the third album is going to be called yet? Because I loved Diamonds and Dance Floors. Diamonds and Dance Floors was awesome. I don't remember how much the Gracie Abrams The Secret of Us live is off the top of my head. You have to go to spinmeroundstore.com. We have all the prices loaded in there, so that everyone that's planning on coming to Spin Me Round in person knows about how much they're going to spend, about how much money they have to bring with them. And remember, we are in the state of Pennsylvania, so we have 6% sales tax. So you got to add up all those prices and then add 6%, you know, then multiply it times 1.06. And that will tell you exactly how much you need if you know exactly what you're going to be coming for Record Store Day. Because I hate when they don't let us tell you guys the prices ahead of time, because then you don't know what to expect. And I think it was this past Record Store Day, I think it was Record Store Day, Black Friday, I was super impressed that they kept everything so reasonable. Now, I don't know if you saw the Wu-Tang Clan, because we did do an unboxing. And I think it was a long unboxing. I don't think it was a 10-minute unboxing. I'm pretty sure it was took us like an hour. And there were so many. Every Wu-Tang Clan record is a one of one. Every cover is different. And that was so awesome. But I think it's like $70, which is like, and I was like, how did they even think of doing that? But it must have been so much more expensive to get all those covers made, all those different pictures, you know? So that did bring up the price tag, but every single one is a one of one. So it's thankfully it's Wu-Tang with a W, and it's not like a Wu-Tang, that would be an A. Because could you imagine it's going to take you like 10, 15, 20 minutes just to figure out which cover you want to grab. So I am super happy that it is Wu-Tang in W, because that's like down the line. Because, you know, we have the single file line coming into the store, and then as everybody moves through, then we go, okay, you go, you know. So I am super happy that it's in W, because you're going to need some time to figure out which your favorite cover is. I know that Charlie's going to want a copy, and I don't think he has any idea which cover he wants yet. I did not see Melanie Martinez's new music video. I've been working and getting ready for Record Store Day, and I've just been super duper tired lately. Super duper tired trying to, you know, get everything done that we need to get done. This is Spin Me Round. We are in Easton, Pennsylvania in the Palmer Park Mall. And if you are nowhere near Easton, Pennsylvania and the Palmer Park Mall, you can shop with us online at spinmeroundstore.com. Okay. Gracie's $32.99. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for checking. That was very helpful of you, and we do appreciate it. Is it typically commercial music you sell on vinyl? Or we sell all types of music on vinyl. So, and there's a completely different selection in store than there is online. So you can check online for the brand new sealed ones that are on spinmeroundstore.com, or you can come on down to Spin Me Round in Easton, Pennsylvania in the Palmer Park Mall, and we do have a electronic house techno section. It's all under electronic. I hope you get to visit the store. Did you see the picture that I put up all over social media? Because I was a stop on a road trip from Spain. From Spain, they flew in to New York. Okay, this is the right one. And then from there, they were driving past Spin Me Round, and we were only about 20 minutes out of the way on the way to their road trip for the birthday. That it was a surprise, so I don't know where they were going to. So yeah. You can't call into the store. You live in Ireland. Well, you could come into the store. You just have to come over. You have to take a plane. And we'd love to see you. Buster. That is Buster. He is the record store dog. He is the record store dog 4 days a week. He's 12 and he loves love. I don't hate any album, but as I said earlier, John Lennon State Songs I just couldn't get into it. It was not my favorite thing in the world. I'm happy you watch all the videos too from the trunk. I hope that you do enjoy them because we have a lot of fun making them. I'm collecting vinyls. Is there any good recommendations for what? No, this is not Pittsburgh. This is Spin Me Round in Easton, Pennsylvania in the Palmer Park Mall. So we are on the Pennsylvania side of Phillipsburg, New Jersey. My favorite on the wall behind me is Brat. I love Brat. I don't know if I have a favorite Trans-Siberian Orchestra song. What's yours? Like, what are some good albums? What music do you like? What music do you love? You should okay, I have a good recommendation. Only collect albums that you love. If you hear an album on, Spotify or YouTube or whatever, and you only like one or two songs, don't buy it. If you're not going to love most of the album, what's the point of having it on vinyl? Because you can't just fast forward to the songs you love. So if it's not an album that you love the majority of the songs, then why do you have it on vinyl? How often are you going to play it? Are you just going to play the first track and then turn it off and you're done? So only collect things that you love. Yes, we do have a turntable, but it is only for used records. So you can't open a brand new record and listen to it. You love every single song of Britney Spears Blackout, and how many copies of Britney Spears Blackout do you own? Okay, so if you're gonna keep them sealed, shrink wrap does shrink. You might want to put a little hole in the shrink wrap so that it doesn't shrink up and see that? It shrank up and it's like hugging the cover because no one put a hole in it so that it wouldn't shrink up. So if you're gonna leave them sealed, then you should put a hole in the shrink wrap. I just dropped my pen. Hold on, guys. I can't get. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you're going to leave them sealed, you should put a hole in the shrink wrap so that it doesn't shrink up and damage the cover. But why did you buy the record if you're going to leave it sealed? What's the point in that? Or are you just collecting them for the artwork to put on the wall? We do have Sabrina Carpenter on vinyl. We have Short and Sweet Deluxe. I'm pretty sure we still have the 7-inch single Please, please, please from Short and Sweet. We have Emails I Can't Send, and that one is on bone vinyl. We have Evolution, Single Act 1, Single Act 2, and Fruitcake from Sabrina Carpenter. Hi, Fernando. How are you? I'm so happy you're here with us. I'm just trying to clean up a little bit because there's so much stuff all around my desk. It's super crazy. We do have Lola Young. I can't remember the title. It just came out not that long ago. But for me, not that long ago is like weeks ago. So that's why it's like not that long ago, but I don't. And I think it has a long title. That's what I'm trying to think. It's like a close-up of her face. This Wasn't Meant for You Anyway. That's what it's called. This Wasn't Meant for You Anyway. Oh, we have a record flattener. We did a big long video on the record flattener a while ago now. We were in the other store. 2 stores ago. So yeah. It's a couple years old. It still works great. So it was definitely a good investment for the store. Oh, you told me what the title was after I found it, huh? Right as I was finding it. But yeah, I'm like, it was a long title. But I know we have that one on vinyl and CD. Yes, we have Lola Young, This Wasn't Meant for You Anyway, on vinyl and CD. I hate when they make a test pressing and they don't tell you who it is. Because then it's like, what are you supposed to do with it? You have to play it. Sean is on here? Oh, I see it now. I do like Tate McRae. I think Tate McRae's new album is excellent. Oh, it was $16.98. That's what I was like. I think it's $16.98, but then I wasn't sure. My personal collection is basically behind the counter and in one of the back offices. I couldn't even tell you how many records I have in my personal collection because it's that many. But we're never home to play them, so I just have them at the store. Very first album I put on the turntable was Michael Jackson Bad. That was the first one my dad let me put on the turntable all by myself. And the first cassette tape I bought all by myself was Blessed Union of Souls. That was the first one I bought all by myself. We do have Swans and Son. Oh! No, I've never DJ'd. Have you DJ'd? I did watch Wicked. Brooke and I went to see it in the movie theater. It was absolutely awesome, except I heard something in the first scene that I think is going to ruin the second movie for me. Like one of the, you know, if you've never read or seen Wicked the Broadway play, if Wicked the movie is your first experience, which it is for me, because I couldn't tell you how many times Wicked has come in to the store, the book, and I'd always start to read it and then I'd never get very far, and then it would sell because I wouldn't like keep it for myself. I just leave it out on the shelf, and if I had time I'd read 5 pages. So I never got to see the musical, so Wicked the movie was my very first experience with Wicked, and I kind of think I ruined something for myself because I'm really good with voices. I'm really good with faces, I'm really good with voices, but It takes me a while to remember someone's name. You can do your own price on every, yes, you can. You are allowed to do your own pricing on record store day releases. We don't, though. We just use the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Because if we were using our own prices on every single one, then on spinaroundstore.com it would get confusing and difficult. And who needs something to be more difficult when there's so many records that people are looking for and so many new releases going out at the same time? So we don't need to do anything that's going to make our lives more difficult. And that's why we're so super excited that we're going to have Fernando, because Fernando is just a ball of energy and just keeps us moving. You used to play a lot of house music? I absolutely, some of my favorite records, honestly, I have to tell you, are DJ bathroom break records. Because we bought a collection from a gentleman who used to DJ at Studio 54, and he had volumes 1 through 8 of these like bathroom break records, and they were great. And it's so cool how one song leads into another. Well, a turntable has been the most commonly given Christmas present. We're going for like 8 years in a row. So vinyl has definitely made its comeback, and now we have to see, you know, how much longer everyone's going to want to be listening to everything on vinyl, because it does sound awesome. Okay, so they were playing, what were they playing? I think they were playing Panic at the Disco, but I turned it really low because YouTube doesn't like music in the background, or they get mad at me, and we don't need them getting mad at me. I'm sure they've got lots of other things to get mad at me for. My favorite K through 12 song is High School Sweetheart. What is yours? We do have Lola Young on vinyl. We have This Wasn't Meant for You Anyway. You thought there was a DJ called DJ Bathroom Break. No. There's actually DJ Bathroom Break records. If you come into the store, we play them occasionally still, and it's cool how one song leads into the next, and it sounds like someone's actually manning the DJ booth, but they're not. So it's pretty cool. You like orange juice? Awesome. I like cranberry juice. We do have Griff. We already got the Griff in stock for Record Store Day, which is super duper exciting because someone said that they thought that it was just a Record Store Day UK release. But no, we did already get copies of Griffin. And it's just super confusing. Did you look at the picture on spinaroundstore.com? Because the cover's like this, but then Griff is upside down, like right here. Like, so I was like, I pulled it out and I'm like, because you can feel, you know, where it's supposed to open. So it was super confusing. Yes, that did happen at Studio 54. We open at 10 a.m. on Record Store Day. I don't know what the U.S. price is for Oasis. You have to check spinaroundstore.com. We did load all the prices there. But honestly, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Do we know how many copies we will get of what? I know, right? I'm hoping Clueless gets a repress as well, because everyone has been asking about Clueless, and everybody loves Clueless the movie, so they should definitely. I mean, everybody still loves Clueless the movie so much that they did that commercial with Alicia Silverstone like it was Clueless. So, you know, I think they need to repress Clueless on vinyl. I think everyone would love it. Oh, how many copies of Griff? I am unsure. I know there were at least 3. But that's all I really remember, that there were at least 3. I love Lady Gaga Mayhem. I love Killa. That's my favorite song. I'm pretty sure we had quite a few copies of James Blunt. Did you see the unboxing? We did already unbox it. Oh, nope, that's mine. That's mine. Oh, that's mine. That one's not mine. The new Ava Max comes out in May. Awesome. No, honestly, I'm not surprised that there hasn't been a Kiss release in a while. It's not surprising at all. No, I do not believe we got more than 2 copies of Wicked. It depends on what the releases are for how many copies that we have to go online. It all depends on what everybody buys in store on the 12th. So we will see, and I will make a bunch of videos as we're going to let you guys know what we still have. And I do try and make a video at the end of the night to show you what will be going up online at 8 a.m. the next day. But you know, like we had, do you guys remember how many copies we had of the Taylor Swift Folklore Long Ponds? Because we had hundreds and hundreds of those, and I think we ended up with 2 that actually went online. And the lakes, they all sold out. There were no lakes to put online, but that one was super duper limited. And I don't think that there was that year there was that Vans too. There was a Vans compilation that had Taylor Swift. I can't remember what it was called, but we didn't have any of those, I believe, to go online either. We do sell vintage records. They are available in store in Easton, Pennsylvania in the Palmer Park Mall. We don't sell any of those online. I don't know what the most expensive record is in the store currently. We did have a white label promo of Velvet Underground, and we just sold that one, and that had been our most expensive record. That one was over $500. And we had, oh, I remember you. I was so annoyed with you. I couldn't figure out which one it was. I don't know how many Fortnite 7 inches were pressed. That appears to be a secret because I haven't heard anywhere how many Folklore were printed, like total. All I know is that we're receiving hundreds of them. People do love their Taylor. They go gaga over Taylor. They seriously do. I don't think it was made in France. Oh, it was made in France. It says it's an import of France. Interesting. So what else is everybody super excited about for Record Store Day or for music in general? Yes, we do post a video, a 10-minute-ish video to let everyone know what the official setup is, what the rules are, all that fun stuff, and you will see every single thing that we have. Speak Now on Orchid Marble, and you have Lover on Pink and Blue. Awesome. I am so excited about both Charli XCX records. And look at that sour pressing. Isn't that so pretty? I like it translucent like that. But I already have a copy, so I don't need it. So now it has to go away. I don't know if I have a favorite Beach House album. What's your favorite Beach House album? We do have Beach House albums available in store. You're excited for Gracie, Taylor, and Griff. Awesome. Right, yeah, I was thinking that it would be a good pressing. And especially that it's a Blue Note. Hopefully it is an excellent pressing. We opened a store. And we just went from there. I don't know if the posters in Wicked are numbered. I haven't opened one. You're excited for the Leve Live? Awesome. We are not getting nearly enough Wicked. There were 2,000 copies pressed, and there's almost 2,000 independent record stores. So if any store gets more than one or two, it would be crazy. Neurotic Outsiders, Motorhead. That Motorhead is so pretty, and it's embossed, which is awesome. You like Bloom? Okay. Once, Twice Melody. Yeah, that was a good seller. If I have to pick a favorite from Gracie or Taylor, Taylor's a 7-inch. Gracie's a live album. I love my live albums. So if I'm only choosing between Taylor and Gracie, I have to go with Gracie. But I'm super excited for Charli XCX Number One Angel. That's my top.
I'm going to move some stuff.
Okay.
She's talking, this lady.
Okay.
Like, are you...
Okay, I got this. Well, guys, I had a ton of fun talking to you. I hope you had a ton of fun with me, and we will hopefully see you next Saturday for Record Store Day, but we'll be posting up a lot of videos between now and then. So I will see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for hanging.